What do you do if you can't stop sinning? I've been talking about sin all this week, and we were asking the question, how far is too far? And that's actually the wrong question. The right question is, how do we get closer to the center of God's will? But the problem is that when we newly get saved, or even if you've been saved for a long time, we can get caught in the snare of habitual sin. The sin, we just keep doing the things we know that we shouldn't do, and there's all this shame, and there's this guilt, and sometimes you even feel like that you're all alone, and no one else has this same problem, and there's no way you can get help, and all these things, and that's just not true. And so what I suggest you do is that you can do three things to help you get help, to help you get out of this rut, out of this problem that you continually to struggle with, and you just got to get out of there. And is first thing you need to do is you have to ask for forgiveness. You have to turn away and say, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore, and just pick yourself up and go again. So that's the first thing. Pick yourself up and go again. You messed up, then don't get down on yourself. Just pick yourself up and go again, because you've only failed when you give up. The second thing you need to do is that you need to ask for forgiveness. And a lot of times this forgiveness is not just the forgiveness from asking from God, because God does freely give it. That's what I talked about yesterday. But also we need to go ask for forgiveness from the personal people that we've hurt. And as we ask for forgiveness, we realize what's happened, and we can actually start to find reconciliation for the problems we've done. And then the third thing is ask the Holy Spirit to help. And the Holy Spirit can help you, because if you just try to grit your teeth and just like, I'm going to work my way through this and just try to will it through, it's not going to work. You're just going to stumble again. So have the Holy Spirit help you, and he will give you power to sanctify you and justify you, as I talked about yesterday. So what we need to do is those three things: is pick yourself up, ask for forgiveness, and then ask the Holy Spirit for help. And then what will happen is that you probably will mess up, but that's okay. Just keep up. And then what ends up happening is these days become weeks become months, and months become years. And that will probably always be a temptation for you, but that's okay. You just keep moving towards God's will, and you'll eventually get there.